coming to you live from the campus of James Madison University and from my desk here at UREC. I got a little different format today for this Humans and NIRSA. I'm going to do some in-person interviews, which I'll get to introducing them here in a little bit. But the reason I'm coming to you today specifically is because this is our 20th anniversary and grand reopening of our facility. We're really excited to bring a lot of alumni back. We're expecting over 250 people to come back for our celebration today and the events this weekend. It's been a great reminder for all of us at UREC, especially the graduate assistants here, about all the networking and opportunities we have NIRSA-wide as well as at UREC. It's a really great family that we have that have come through UREC and gone all throughout the field and are going to come back and honor and celebrate what we've done for over 20 years today. Two of those people specifically that I want to interview and introduce to you are Drew Loso and Madison Lewis. They're both actually, they graduated from JMU and are now at UNC Wilmington. So Drew Loso from 2008 to 2011 served as an undergrad member services assistant and member services manager. He eventually became a graduate assistant here for facility services, graduated, and is now the assistant director for facility operations at UNCW. Madison Lewis, she was on our sport club council here just a few years ago and eventually became an operations supervisor with us, which is one of the most esteemed positions that we have at UREC. She graduated and found a graduate assistantship as the facility operations GA at UNC Wilmington. Fun connection there. So I'm really excited to interview them and talk to them about their experiences, talk to them about why they're excited to come back today, and to give you some advice as NIRSA students. Drew, Madison, welcome back. We appreciate you coming on and talking to us. How's it feel to be back at UREC?
It's awesome. It's a place you're definitely always going to call home, but exceeds expectations for sure of seeing what I hoped it was going to be, and then seeing it in person is unbelievable.
Yeah, it feels good to be back and have a warm welcome when we come in, and everyone gives you a big hug. It feels like a big family reunion being back, so I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So Drew, as a double Duke, and what we call double Dukes are people that did their undergrad and their graduate degrees at JMU, and a veteran Duke, how's it feel? How have things changed or maybe stayed the same since you've gone and come back?
Yeah, it's nice to come back. Definitely things have changed a little bit in terms of the building, of course. But the true heart of things have stayed the same. Family atmosphere. I think everybody, when you come back, embraces everybody that's been here. The building is unbelievable. Having extra space is always nice, but being able to put the finishes that you guys have here, and not everybody else has those, it's non-comparable to anywhere else.
That's great. Now I'm going to throw a curveball at you. So let's go back to 2008. You're a freshman. You're interviewing to be a member services assistant.
Yep.
Now I dug into the archives with your former supervisor, Lori Miller. She took some notes from your interview and said, in 3 words to describe yourself, you are a leader. You're caring and you're trustworthy. Okay? How has the years that you've grown through being a NIRSA member and an employee here, as well as UNCW, kind of helped you grow those?
Yeah. Well, first off, Lori only speaks the truth, so I agree with all those. But I mean, hearing that's nice. It's kind of a testament of what I try to be as a professional, and being here set me up to succeed for sure. Of having the leaders that I served under kind of serve as my role models, and I try to emulate those qualities and those people every day. So bringing on another Duke to help me serve my students has been a huge success for me. And then always just kind of keep it in the back of your mind of what Eric always says of take a little bit of UREC with you and spread it. And that's kind of always been my goal. And NIRSA really helps serve that. So they put you in a position to succeed. They put you in a position to help other students around the country. So being a mentor and talking to people 6 states away has been great. And it also serves them so that they can feel like they're supported just as much as we as professionals feel.
All right, that's great. And you transitioned that well. I was going to ask you, Madison, take me through how you met Drew and how you found your graduate assistantship coming from UREC to UNCW.
Right, so junior year I got involved with the competitive sports here. I was working on the sport club council, and then I applied to be an operations supervisor, and that's where on my senior year I worked my way into that position, and that's where I really grew as an employee, a leader, and a NIRSA member. I went to Region 2 senior year and absolutely fell in love all over. As I didn't even know if I really could, but I really found myself there. And then going about right before NIRSA, I was interviewing for GA positions, and Drew's position at Wilmington came about, and I just knew I remember in our Skype interview, everything felt right, and I knew that it was going to be a perfect fit, and that's how I met Drew, and my whole process was long, but it was absolutely worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that when you're going through any kind of interviewing process or any kind of where you're just not sure about things, if you really just believe in yourself and trust where you're going, it's really going to work out. And you have so many people that are pulling for you no matter what. That's what I love about the nursing community.
Yeah, and I was really excited to share those experiences with you as you graduated and moved. So you graduated in May, you moved to the beach. You send me Snapchats almost every day to the beach, and you kill me. I'm so jealous. But take me through the transition. How's it been so far now that you moved?
Yeah, so it's definitely been very challenging. So at UREC, I was a team member of about 15, and now as a GA, I'm responsible for about 70 students. So it's a huge transition process, but I like to get to know everybody, and I like to know everybody's face, and I want to know more about them every day. So I'm still learning. I mean, I'm 2 months in, and I'm still learning. Every day there's something Drew gives me to do, or another project to work on, or hey, I like how you're doing this, but let's try something different. And it's been such a growing process that I'm very thankful to be where I am, for sure.
That's great. Switching gears a little bit, Drew, tell me what has been your favorite NIRSA conference or NIRSA experience and why?
Favorite conference was probably in Tampa. The atmosphere there, being able to kind of all be centrally located and then have the downtown experience of the socials and the atmosphere of collaboration and getting together outside of the conference. I think that's a really true testament of NIRSA is the mentorship, or it's the kind of just sharing about what works at one place and maybe you can steal an idea. Overall NIRSA experience, I don't know that I can pick one exactly, but it's been really neat to experience anything from the state conference to regional to a national. And then being at Wilmington, being able to experience the extramural event with the flag football regional tournament. You kind of see everything from a perspective of each individual conference of what you're really trying to get out of it. And I think NIRSA in itself is a value of the participants at every single conference. So you have different experiences, but at the end of the day, it's really about the students that we serve and trying to grow them as community members.
Right, that's great. I know for me, it feels like a big family reunion every time we go. I get to come and see you, and now get to see you whenever we go to conferences. So you've been to a regional, you've been to an annual conference. Tell me, for the NIRSA students out there watching, why should they attend? We have one coming up pretty close to us here in DC here in February. So why should NIRSA students go to the conference?
Absolutely. I think that it's like an internal learning about yourself, and you learn about how you fit in with other people and as well as in your own institution, but you also get to meet so many different backgrounds. So you're also learning everybody else's best practices. You're learning about how they might do things a little bit differently. How can I bring that back to my college or university and make it a little bit better? You're always developing yourself, and you're always growing at these conferences. And you also meet mentors. I mean, I have a couple of mentors that I still keep in touch, that I listen to their lectures, and I was blown away, and I was like, I need to meet this person. Like, even they're so willing to even give you their PowerPoints and their videos that they shared, and then you can take those and bring them to your students and learn from that. And I absolutely love that. And everybody is willing to just make you a better person. It's a great organization.
Well, Drew, Madison, thank you so much for taking your time. You heard it from the best. So happy 20th to UREC, and peace, love, and NIRSA.
Go Dukes!